It is one of the best things I've ever designed in the game. It has a centralized granary, and it has market stall for that specific good in the center, the bender. Sorry, I mean the Brawndo. The Brawndo. It's got what plants crave. So how the do you build this thing? Well, let me show you. All right, so it uses the best unit of measurement in the game, a windmill for the final touches, and a corpse pit. So to build the Brawndo, you are going to make a cross, 5 tiles high, 5 tiles across with a corpse pit. Now, people are having issues with things not lining up. Make sure that however you build this thing, that it lines up corner to corner with the corner of the map here, okay? It needs to line up with the corner of the map to get the snap points right. So if you're having issues with my designs, that's what you need to do to get them to work. All right, so we're gonna call this point right here dead center. We're going to go 5 tiles across. We're going to go 2 tiles up and 2 tiles down. Okay. And then we're going to just do a little bit of a T here. Little T time. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. T time. Just like this. And this is going to give you the perfect proportions. You are then going to take your road tool and go from this point to this point. From this point to this point, from this point to this point, etc., and so forth. You're then going to remove the center tile. You're going to go to the farming tab, and you're going to slap down a windmill. Now, please keep in mind, you want to do this while paused. You also need boards to do this. Windmill up. Now that I have the shape and everything, I'm going to delete all of the things that you see here. I am then going to connect each corner to each corner. Again, you do not need to do any thinking. It is just corner to corner. We're back in grade school. Then I'm going to use the windmill to create a circle. Make sure that your road connection point and your snap tools are all on. And what you're going to do is just baby it in. Just a little bit at a time, okay? Go a little bit. Little bit at a time. Until you get what you think is an acceptable, proud, potentially patriotic circle. This is acceptable. Then we're going to do it one more time. This is to create the room that we need for the market stalls and the pack station for trade. And so you're going to trace it one more time. This is one of the nicest and easiest ways to get circles in the game. Boom. It's an acceptable circle. Hit the road tool, hold Alt to delete the original road. We're going to delete the original windmill after I use it as the center point for roads. We're going to put roads straight down the centers of each side. This is to create the benders within the Brawndo. Boom. Now, you're asking yourself, couldn't you do this with a square? Couldn't you do this with XYZ? I had problems with it, and it wasn't until I used the circle here and I used this flat edge here that I was able to do this. Now, this took me a considerable amount of time to come up with, I'm not going to lie. All right, so there are 3 effective ways to do these plot points, and I'm going to show you some updated methods. So you can try going clockwise, which is like this, or you can try your first points going counterclockwise. So we're going to try clockwise first, bring it from this point to this point, all the way, tracing down to the 3rd point here, tracing to the corner here, and then lowering this. As you can see, that didn't work too well. So now we're going to try the other direction, and we're going to go clockwise, doing the same principle of taking it to these corner points like so. And you can see it still didn't do a good job. So what we want to do now is just move the 4th point 1 tile down, or 1 tile up, until we get it to snap like that. Now, it's not always going to be this great. Now, some people have had luck doing a corner trick like so, just taking a corner, then tracing to the 3rd point, and then tracing it out like that. This does seem to be the best method. And a special shout out to the Tank Thinker who showed me a video on how to do a better design here. because this does seem to be pretty effective, that if you take it from corner to corner like so, it does seem to be pretty consistent. But to be honest, it's never going to be entirely consistent, in my opinion. This does seem to be the best way to do it, though. Take it from a corner into a small point, and take it from corners like so. So you can see we're getting really, really good snap points doing this. But if that doesn't work, try the counterclockwise method. That's been pretty effective for me. But yeah, I will say that this, on average, the corner to corner, it's a lot like the bender too. The bender uses the same similar principle by using corners. You can see I got a nice tight area. So the area of buildable vegetation is right here with a hammer, and the houses are right here with good walking distance to all points on this property. So those are the two most effective methods, are using either the clock rotation or a corner to corner point. Now keep in mind, yeah, the corner to corner does seem to be better, but also keep in mind you need to make sure that you are aligning with the map on how to do this. But hopefully that will give you a better grasp of how to create these awesome Brawndo Burgage plots. And if you don't want this to be immaculately perfect and you find something that's good enough, that's fine. Like this, it's not perfect, but it's really good. So we're gonna do it. I actually probably would have spent the extra hour, but I want you guys to feel comfortable with, not being a psychopath, who has to have everything perfect. It is good. This is amazing. This is amazing right here. All right. And then what you're going to do is place a granary like so. Then you're going to come over to logistics and place a packing station. And then you're going to place in the logistics tab, you're going to place a marketplace in this space right here. Now, if you only need about 4 stalls, you're going to only have 2. Now, if you're really suave, you may sometimes even be able to line this up with wells. I was almost suave enough, but if you play without needing these wells, you can place a well in the center too. What you'll get in the end is a result like this. Now, keep in mind, apple trees take 5 years to reach maturity. You will actually now start getting apples about your 3rd and 4th year, which is a change. Same with veggies. They take around 3 years for you to start hitting your max potential. You will need to upgrade all of these to tier 3 housing to have 4 families to efficiently gather from these plots. You will be able to gather from these plots without it, but it's not as efficient. Your people just quickly get out there and harvest with this and are very productive members of society and can actually do jobs with a setup like this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great and bodacious day.